Hey, I'm Rhonda, and this is A Dash of Love. Thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it. It really means a lot to me. I'm still trying to get the kinks out, and I've been having a lot of kinks lately. My phone hasn't been wanting to stay charged. But with that being said, excuse me, there's nothing like a good, hot, crispy, cheesy pizza, right? Well, we're going to make that today. I'm going to make it in this oven over here. I have done it on the grill. I've done taco pizza. I've done combination pizza. There's probably nothing that we haven't ever put on pizza, and it's not hard. And those of you who work all day, I know you want something simple and easy, but you can make this dough the night before, put it in the refrigerator, come home, spread it out into this big, luscious pizza pan, and load it with your favorite toppings. Put it in the oven, and everybody's going to be happy. Here is my dough. I had to go ahead and make it, guys, so it will rise. Because, you know, it takes about an hour. So the recipe, I will put it in the description. And it is 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour, or what I use is 00 flour. That means it's been milled twice. It makes a better dough. It's silkier, smoother. You make pasta with it also. All-purpose flour is fine. I promise. I've used it plenty of times. You got 1 1/4 cup of warm water. Okay? No more than 110 degrees. Then you're going to put about a teaspoon of sugar in that water, and then you want 1 packet of this dry active yeast. It comes in 3s. You can also buy it in the jar. No more than 110 degrees. Put your sugar and your yeast in a measuring cup with about 1/4 cup of the warm water. And you let it sit for 5-6 minutes until it starts getting foamy, okay? Then you need, in your flour mixture, you put your 2.5 cups of flour in your bowl, and then you add 2 teaspoons of salt. Don't put your salt in with the yeast. It will kill it. Then you can also add 3 tablespoons of olive oil with your mixture of yeast and water and sugar. Don't forget the olive oil, because that helps keeps your dough, you know, moisturized, and it gives it flavor, and it helps it to handle easier. So anyway, here's the recipe I'm going to show you guys. Excuse my handwriting. And I will put that in the description. And you know, pizza was originated in Naples in the 17th century. It's been around a long time. It's the Latin word for it is pizza, which means flatbread. So it's still around, and we're still loving it, right? So here we go. Here's my dough. It's been rising for an hour. What I did was, like I told you, you have your wet ingredients and your dry. I poured my wet ingredients in here, and I just mixed it up. And Randy, would you turn that stove off for just a minute?
Yes, ma'am.
My pan's getting too hot. I just mixed the wet with the dry, and I kneaded it in the bowl for about 5-10 minutes, just until it comes together. You can take it out and knead it on your work surface with a little bit of flour. You want to knead it until it's smooth, okay? And when you can stick your finger in it, and it will bounce back. That means the gluten is formed, and you can stretch it, you know, and it will behave, okay? So here we go. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of flour here I'm going to plop this down. Now, I used to use a rolling pin, and I'm trying to not do that with this beautiful dough. But I am going to cut it into 2 pieces. And I want to set this aside, and I want to cover that piece up so it won't dry out. Okay, now see how it stretches so nice? I didn't even have to knead it again because I let it sit for about an hour and a half. Actually, it's been sitting out for a couple of hours, and it's okay. You can let it sit out for several hours. And if you're not going to use it, you can, right away, you can stick it in the fridge. Okay? Use the back of your hand if you want to stretch it. See? It's getting bigger. And it doesn't matter if it's not exactly round. This is homemade pizza, guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. You want to try to form you a nice edge. See? It depends on how thick you want it. And sometimes you might have to play with it a few minutes to get it to stay like you want it. But it's doable. And, you know, I enjoy this. I enjoy, like I said before, I really enjoy working with dough. You can add garlic powder, any kind of seasoning you can add to your flour. You know, if you want garlic powder or, gosh, anything. Anything. All right, I'm going to let that sit for just a minute. I've got to stir my sauce. I've got some sauce here that I've added. I sliced up some garlic. This is just Italian marinara sauce. You can make your own. This is just out of a jar, and I'm just heating it up, just, you know, to infuse those pieces of garlic. That's going to be my pizza sauce. Okay? So, anyway, we're going to get this going here. So I hope y'all have had a beautiful day. I hope y'all had a wonderful weekend. So you see, it's pretty much staying where I put it. It may be a little too big for my pizza pan. So I'm going to shrink it up just a little bit. I have a pizza stone. You can use a pizza stone. Mine just looks so bad because it's so old. When you bake your pizza, take cornmeal, fine cornmeal, put it on your pan. That'll give your pizza a nice crust on the bottom. Okay? All right, I'm going to get my pan out of the oven, my cast iron pan, and I will be back. Okay, I'm back. When you pick up your pizza, you don't want to do it like this because you don't want to punch a hole in it. Okay? There's several ways to do it. I think the best way is to, you can stick your arm under here and have something else to pick it up with. Then you can slide it on there. And shape it. We like a thick edge. Right, dear? Mm-hmm. And all you're going to do is just form it. And if it's proofed enough, it's gonna stay, okay? It will stay. Okay. Okay, so I heated up in the oven. I heated my cast iron pan. I'm not real sure what size that is. It's not the biggest one. This one has a coating on the outside of it. What do you call that?
Cast iron?
It's cast iron, but it's got the
Porcelain?
no, I know the name of it. I can't think of it. What is it?
Teflon?
No, on the outside. Enamel. It's enamel.
Okay.
Enamel. We got it, enamel. So I'm going to take this other second half of this dough.
Didn't know we was going to be playing Jeopardy.
I know. And I'm throwing it in this pan. I took a little bit of olive oil and just threw it in here and just kind of lightly greased it. This is going to be a thick one, y'all. Some people don't like thick ones. Some people do.
It's going to be a pan pizza.
This is a pan pizza, guys. And it might draw up a little bit. That's why I kind of wanted to go ahead and stick it in there. And I did sanitize my bar, guys. I don't put food on my countertop unless I sterilize it, I promise. Okay. I'm gonna set this over here. All right, I'm gonna check my sauce. Hey, so before you put your pizza in your oven, crank it up to the highest that it will go. You want it hot, okay? Mine goes up to 550. Some ovens don't. Because when I put the pizza in there, I usually turn it down to 500. If it looks like it's cooking too fast, then I turn it down to 475. Okay? I'm waiting for my sauce to finish heating up. See? So, Randy has been out today. I don't know what he's listening to over there. He's laughing. But he's been out flying his drone today that I got him for Christmas. He's like a big kid. He used to have a hobby shop years ago. He created a paintball team. Excuse me, let me stir this. He created a paintball team back in what year, Randy? Get them earphones
87,
out.
I think.
In 87, and
I don't know. It might have been before that.
tell them about it. Was y'all like, can you see yourself?
Oh my gosh.
Y'all were y'all won the nationals, didn't you?
We beat the world champions in 2 tournaments. So
Well, look at them when you're talking to them.
we won 18 first place trophies, and like I said, we beat the world champions in 2 different tournaments.
That's pretty great.
We
And
never lost.
he had a hobby shop back in what year was that, honey?
To 1998, I believe it was.
1998. And he sold things for
Everything.
that you had to do with a hobby.
If it was models or airplanes or remote control cars or the parts all for them, or kites or rockets or
Anything in that nature.
anything to do with it.
Right. So my sauce is a-boiling here. I'm going to sit y'all back down, and I'm going to bring over my pizzas, and we're going to put the toppings on them. Okay? I looked at WeatherBug today, and they said the pollen count here was almost 8.
Right after snow.
I know. Well, that's what they said. That's exactly what they said. Their words, not mine. Okay, I'm gonna lower you down here. Okay. Now, we're gonna take this sauce and we're gonna put it on here. Oh, y'all know how to make pizza. I should have did cheese, put stuffed cheese in it. The crust, Randy.
Mm-hmm.
I should have done that. I'm sorry.
That's fine. That's fine.
Is that enough sauce for you?
Oh, yeah, that's plenty. Don't take a whole lot.
Okay. No, it don't. All right. We're going to put the cheese down first, but I'm going to put a little bit of pepper on it, not much.
Y'all know that she won't let you use no pepper.
No, you know I ain't going to use no pepper, y'all. And you're going to put your mozzarella on it. I bought the already shredded, where he went and got it for me. He said he didn't want a load of cheese. Is that too much?
That's enough.
Okay. You sure?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna put the pepperoni on top, simply because he likes it crispy. I hope y'all try this recipe. I wanted to show you how I made the dough, you know, the actual process. But it takes an hour to 2 hours to, you know, proof really well. Especially as cold as he says I keep it in the house. You know? Is that enough pepperoni?
Yeah.
Okay, see that? Isn't it pretty, y'all? Okay. So I'm gonna stick this in the oven. And like I said, will you open up the oven, dear?
Mm-hmm.
And I usually use a pizza stone, but it's in bad shape. Take your time. I pick on him all the time. So I'm gonna stick it in here, y'all. And remember, I've got the corn meal on the bottom of that pan underneath the pizza. That'll give it a really good crunch. I'm gonna see what it does. You know, I like it on high heat for just a minute. And then I turn it down. Turning it down to 500. I'll keep my eye on it, and if I feel like it's cooking too fast, I'll turn it down some more. Okay? And when that gets done, we'll put the other one in. I'll be back. Hey, now I had it on the top rack, and I cooked it on the top rack for about 10 minutes, and then I put it on the bottom rack to let the bottom of the crust get crunchy or crustier. So it's been in there probably, 15 minutes. And I reduced the heat to 500. So, y'all hear that? So after we get that out, I'm gonna brush the edge of it with some good olive oil. And then I'm gonna fix the other one and put that in there. I'll be back. Hey, so we've got the first one out. He said he didn't want it real dark. So what I'm gonna do is take some good olive oil, okay? And I'm gonna brush the edges of the crust. Doesn't that look good? It took about 20, 21, 22 minutes. like I said, I put it on the bottom rack after I cooked it for about 10, 15 minutes. I put it on the bottom rack so the bottom would get, you know, crust. The crust would harden, get crispy. And then I did that for about, what, Reedy, 10 minutes?
Yeah.
And then I put it back on the top rack. And you can put it on broil when you know it's getting ready to be done, so it'll brown the top if you want to. So I'm gonna cut it. Randy's ready to eat a piece. He wanted it a little bit thinner, but I need to get a different,
I got some different stuff.
yeah, he's got some dipping sauce. I gotta get a different, a bigger pizza pan. You want a big piece or a little piece to start with?
Yeah.
Do y'all get answers like that, y'all? Huh? What do you want? This is a thick pizza crust.
It'll be good in the dipping sauce.
Huh?
It'll be good in the dipping sauce.
Okay, I got you. You wanted some sprinkled Parmesan. He likes that kind the best.
Yeah, I like that kind the best.
I like fresh Parmesan. I don't like pecorino. It's too salty for me. But anyway. Oh, it fell off.
I'll just stab it.
Just
don't want to die.
It's crispy.
Good. You gotta fix a pizza like this.
He says it's good. That's what he says. So I'll get the other.
You gotta have some dipping sauce like
Yeah, he said you gotta have some dipping sauce. He loves that anyway. So I'll go get the other pan and I'll be right back. Okay, this one is gonna be a major puffy, deep pan pizza. It puffed up right much. But that is okay, because hey, I like pizza crust myself. So we're just gonna put some sauce in here. It's probably too much. And I cut up some fresh mushrooms. I cut them thin as I could, because I love mushrooms. I like banana peppers too, but they're in my pantry somewhere, and I have to go on a, if your pantry's like mine, you have to go on a scavenger hunt to find anything. And then I chose the sliced mozzarella, and I just cut it into little squares. But like I said, you know, if you guys, you know, if you got to work, but you want to do something special, make the dough like, you know, the night before, and then.
Or have it on a Saturday night.
Or have it on a Saturday night, or just, you know, stick it in the refrigerator. I mean, it's just, you know, it's one of them things. So I reduced the temperature on my oven to 475 for the cast iron, because I think this is the first time I've ever done it in a cast iron. So I'm going to see how it does. I may put the temperature back up, but we'll see. Hey, I wanted to tell you that I have made the pizza and added a little bit of whole wheat flour. It gives it a better texture. If you're using all-purpose flour, you can substitute like 1/4 of a cup or whatever you want in the whole wheat flour. It does make a nice dough. I tasted of the pizza that I just made Randy. It's really good. I should have made it thinner and made some breadsticks.
You did make breadsticks.
But he said I did make breadsticks. He just ate it and then he's dipping. Look, he's dipping the crust, y'all. It's really tasty. But the double O flour, it's over, you know, in Walmart. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that, but I did. You know, where you buy your flour and stuff, and it's just 0, 0. It's got 0, 0 on it, flour. It's mostly used for pastry, pizza, pasta, and I'm gonna make pasta this week. I'm gonna do, what did I say I was gonna do? Fettuccine Alfredo. I'm gonna make that this week, and I think I'm gonna add shrimp to it. So, anyway, I made pasta last year. It's not hard. It's really not hard. It's simple. You just gotta do it. So, I jacked the oven back up to 500. You have to play with 475, 500. And when you start making it, what?
Cutter.
When you start, excuse me, when you start making it, you know your oven. You know, my oven's kind of wishy-washy. I mean, I know it. I can make a pan of brownies, go downstairs and watch TV, and it's so funny. I can come up the steps just exactly when the buzzer starts going off. But I think I need a new seal around my oven door, Randy. But anyway, let me show you. This was really thick. I made it entirely too thick, but we can dip it. That is a puffy one right there. If you love pizza dough, pizza crust,
And
you
cheese.
and cheese and mushrooms, you'll love that one. But you don't have to make it as thick. This is his third piece, so it's pretty good, right? And you don't like floppy pizza, and it's not floppy.
You can pick it up.
It's not floppy.
Good crust.
It's good crust, isn't it? But like I said, you can use all-purpose flour. If you're at Walmart and you're thinking about making a pizza, just pick you up the different brands. It doesn't matter. Just get 00. And I promise you, all-purpose flour works absolutely wonderful for this pizza. It does. This one just, like I said, the 00, it's been milled. It's really fine. It's smoother. And you can make pasta with all-purpose flour. It's just not going to be as smooth. But that's okay. It still has good flavor. Okay? I'll be back. My husband just told me that my pizza in the oven looked like he said it looks like a tire. If I had a tire, I'd hit him in the head with it right now. He said my pizza looked like a tire. It is puffy. I didn't realize it was going to puff up as much. I hadn't made pizza in over a year, y'all.
I love seeing the tire pizza.
Because I'm on a diet, too. He's nuts. So he ate 3 pieces of pizza. You want another piece? Oh, he's going for number 4, y'all. So it's pretty good.
I'll be half the pizza.
Huh?
I'll be half of it.
Yep. Look at there, y'all. Yay! What's it look like now?
A tire.
Excuse me. He said my pizza looked like a tire. You terrible.
With cheese in the middle of it.
A cheese tire.
Yep.
So look, y'all, my puff pastries
I say this is good. Right?
taste like crunchy air. They're good. And then my pizza look like a tire. It is puffy. So I'm waiting for it. I put it back on 500. Just play around with 475, 500. You'll see. And then every 10, 15 minutes, just look. I got this big.
Circle jig.
It's like a.
Spatula.
I think it's a pancake spatula. I'm not sure, but it's huge. See? How you doing? Anyway, you just lift up the bottom of it and look and see if it's crispy. And then if it is, just put it back on the top rack. What?
Show him the tire.
My what?
Tire.
My tire. He ought to be ashamed of himself. Look at it, y'all. It's okay. I didn't know it was going to puff up that much this time. But you know what? It's okay. You'll eat it tomorrow. You'll be like, where's that tire at? I want to eat it. What's that tire taste like?
I bet it won't as good as my pepperoni.
I'm not a big, I'll eat it, but I'm not a big pepperoni fan.
Oh, no. I don't like it.
I like mushrooms and banana
banana
peppers
peppers.
and onions. I should have put some onions on it, but I didn't. Okay, I'll return. So I got my pan pizza out of the oven, and Randy said he was gonna go put it on the car as a spare tire. So here it is. I think it's rather pretty. It might be a little bit puffy, but I think it's good. And you, Randy, will eat that crust.
Oh, that crust, look.
So there it is. And it took about 15 minutes. I started it out on the bottom rack on 475, and then in about 10 minutes, I just put it back on 500. So about 15, 20 minutes, no more than 20. And that is it. Where is my pizza cutter?
Oh, yeah, I know.
You took it.
Uh-huh.
If you're going to take my stuff, you got to put it back. You hear me?
I put it with the pizza.
Huh?
I put it with the pizza.
So, I normally don't make it this puffy. But, you know what? It's okay. It's good. It all eats the same, right? Yummy.
That's what the dipping sauce.
What?
That's what the dipping sauce is for.
I know. You want to try this, Randy?
No.
Oh, you didn't have your fill.
I don't had a half a piece. Huh?
I'm trying to get it out.
Let it cool off.
I
It's
know
still
let it
bubbling.
cool.
Oh, look here, it's still bubbling.
I know it's still bubbling.
Well, that pan is hot.
I know. I know. I need one of those, I kind of need one of those, I don't have a pie. What do you call those things? That you get your pie?
Spatula.
Yeah. For pies. So, there we go, everybody. That one kind of fell. The cheese is
Well, it's hot.
real melted. I know it's hot. I know.
It's still bubbling.
It's still bubbling. Just call this the messy tire. The messy tire. Okay.
Bye, y'all.
I hope y'all try it, and I will put the recipe in the description. Just make it thinner. I really appreciate it. Y'all have a wonderful evening. God bless.